How's it going, everyone? We're back for another episode of my Liverpool save. If you remember, things weren't going too well, were they? Especially in the league. We were losing silly games to Brighton, Southampton and the like. But we bounced back. We beat Chelsea 4-1 and beat our noisy neighbours Everton 4-3, which puts us, well, we're 10th, which is not good enough. But at least it gives us a chance now to hopefully build on the platform. So we're going to crack on as per usual. If you remember, Barca have come in with a 50 mil bid for Bobby Firmino. Bit of a gut wrencher, a bit of a hard one to decide on, but I'm thinking he's 29, he's still young. I'm just thinking maybe we can use that money to get a real potent striker. I mean, we've got Wesley as well, haven't we? But I think to strengthen this team we need a real creative midfielder and another striker. Pretty much what we need in real life, really. So I think when they come back in I will sell Firmino. We've also got Henderson going to West Ham as well, another player that's been key for us. But again, I think we need something different because we seem to be slipping in the league a bit now, and City are just so strong. So Leeds and Leicester playing out a stalemate there. Dan Petrescu, ex-Chelsea, Gone to Stoke from West Brom, rivals. Crazy. Rivals from the Midlands, and yeah, that won't go down too well, will it? With the West Brom supporters. So we play Leverkusen today. If I remember correctly, we qualified and we topped the group, so we can treat this game with a second string. So I will sort that out now. So this is how we're lining up today. It's not a full strength team. We're playing like the fringe players. Fabinho will start though because what's his name? Sorry, Militao's injured anyway, so we'll have to start him. That'll be how we go. We've got young Liam Miller on the bench as well. Looks okay, doesn't he? Nothing special, but we might get a game out there today. Bear with me, I'm just seeing if there's any other players worth giving a go. Well, yeah, we can give this fella a go as well, can't we? He looks good. So we'll put these young guys on, give them a run out potentially today. Steve Clark there, ex-Liverpool. So these guys will probably get their debuts today in this game. Why not? Why not? Nothing to play for here for us. We've qualified. It's a good big chance for them to get a bit of experience. So yeah, Leverkusen are obviously fighting. They can still qualify. But for us, it's just a chance to just relax basically and just play a natural game, give these guys a chance to impress. Oof. We're not doing too bad at the minute. Leverkusen don't look like they're risking much for a game they need to win. Oof. Yeah, they're not offering much at all. It's strange because they need to win and they're not really going for it. And you think, knowing our lineup, you think they would go for it, but maybe they're scared of Anfield, aren't they? Whew, we dominated this half, that's for sure. Brilliant. Well, we played well there. Should have got a goal to show for it though. I'm going to change it round. I want to bring these young guys on, give them a run around. So he will come on, he'll get a run around. So will he. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap them two round like that. And I'm also going to give Shutty the second half here. I'm going to change up all my subs at half time, give these guys a run out, see if they can show me anything to get excited about. Oof, no, Leverkusen's starting to fight for it now. As you can see by the commentary, they're getting more of the ball, more chances. Oof, young lad nearly got a goal. Canadian fella. We should have a goal to show for this though, seriously. I'd be disappointed if we lost now, even though there's nothing riding on it. We've played bloody well. But then you'd take a draw over losing, wouldn't you? A nothing game. They're just not really turned up, Leverkusen, have they? Well, yeah, I'm disappointed there. We should have won that game. We by far the better chances, but it give the fringe players a run out. Just good. Fabinho played class, didn't he? Good to see Joe Gomez playing well as well. And we haven't lost in the group, which is the main thing. Leverkusen, though, blow a big opportunity to qualify there. And West Ham, wow, they sneak into the next round at the expense of Inter. So that is quite a shock, that one. Next we got Leeds. I think they're bottom Leeds, aren't they? Well, they're 19th. You'd expect us to win there. You'd expect us to win that one. Then United, beast of a game, that one at Old Trafford. He's been criticised by Television for his lack of willingness to run at opponents. Never seen that one before. Never seen that one before. But I'm going to defend him. And hopefully that might boost his confidence a bit. To be fair, he should be running at defensive more and scoring more goals and creating more for the team. I do agree, but I'm not going to tell the game that because it might unsettle things morale-wise. Some Real Madrid get through, City, United get through despite losing, PSG. And the draw, here we go, who we got? Barca, Lille and Milan. Well, that ain't an easy group, is it? So you got CSKA, Bayern, City, Napoli, Juventus, Man United, Real Madrid. What a group that is. And Red Bull, wow. They got three powerhouses to contend with there, Red Bull. Atletico, PSG, Sevilla and West Ham. Well, West Ham, you never know there. And we get Barca, who we beat in the final last year. We played them, they'll be looking for revenge. Milan, Oxlade-Chamberlain are reuniting with him. And Lille of France, who's second at the minute, who you would say are the underdogs. But yeah, great group that. Some good intriguing groups here. Look at that, Solihull, wow. Fantastic. They make the... Well, is that the 5th round? I believe so, yeah, fair play to them. In fact, that's the quarterfinals. They make the quarterfinals. Fair play to them. They've come up the leagues and they've made a football League Cup quarterfinal with some potential big boys. And I've missed that as well. Derby knocked out Chelsea, which is good. We want to compete in the League Cup this year. I mean, as I always say, it's the least of all the competitions, which are yearly, but we do want to try and win it because it's a trophy I haven't won yet with the club. Got close last season, won the first leg against City in the semis and eventually went out. Disappointing that was. So we want to try and win that as we do the FA Cup. And there's the draw actually. Who does Solihull get? Well, they get Tottenham away. Wow, it's a good one for them. And that's a good draw for us because if we beat Villa, which we could well do, even though they're third at the minute, Benitez, then we play Derby, who are the championships. We could make the semis again, so that's good for us. So I'm going to sell Bobby. Bobby's off. We will miss him because he's a great player, but and he's sad to be leaving. But the money I can use to invest bring some fresh blood into the team. So here we go, Leeds. I will set the team out. So this is how we're rolling today, back at full strength. Henderson will play even though he's leaving us. Cater's injured at the minute. Him and Foden are my first choice partnership for the minute. But I will probably be looking for another centre midfielder because I don't think Lo Celso and Elena have really offered as much since arriving at the club. But you'd expect us to beat Leeds today at home. But as I always say, you never know this game. He should be burying that, Wesley. See if Hendo can put in a couple of good performances before he leaves. He's been good for us, Henderson. He really has, and selling him to a rival is a bit of a strange one, West Ham. But you know, he's getting on, and I don't know, we could probably get someone good, even better. Great, Leeds. Get in, Wesley. We should never be a goal behind. Criminal. Okay, so Mane looking like he may have a potential injury there, so Rebic is going to come on the left, and it'd be interesting to see how him and Salah do on each side. Get in, Salah. Slowly introducing him back in again. I've been debating, haven't I, whether I'm going to sell him or not. But he's quality, and he brings him goals. Get in, Wesley. So it's a tough one. It's just his that injury proneness is just really annoying me, and that's the trouble, really. So Henderson's had a good game, but he will come off. And Roy and Brewster, I may leave him off actually. I'm going to bring Salah off because usual injuries, although he's okay at the minute. But let's not take a risk with him. Game's pretty much won, you'd think. And hopefully now this will be a start of a long run of form for us, as we win 3 out of 3 in the league. We can start to climb the table. We need to be in the top 4 by Christmas and not far off the top, and then you never know. So Wesley's injured, but we've got no subs left, so we're leaving for now. There we go, 3-1 win there. Salah man of the match, even though Wesley got a 10. Look at City though, still undefeated, but lifts us into 8th, which still isn't good enough, but we're getting wins together now, which is a good thing. Should never be conceding 19 goals though, should we? Not with the defence we've got. Ridiculous. So he's out for 3 weeks with a broken toe. Wow. This will be a big step in for Brewster. I prefer Brewster over Firmino because Firmino's leaving, so it's better to blood a player that we're going to keep, if that makes sense. Look at that, United, Barcelona and then Tottenham. 3 monstrous games, all coming thick and fast. So Watford lose, that's good for us. They're in 2nd. Having quite a good season so far. That's good for us because we can jump. Well, they got games in hand, haven't they? But it keeps things close, I guess. Look at Man City, they're just so strong, aren't they? 4-0 beating Tottenham there. So strong they are. They look well on course, don't they? Even though the season's young, they're just looking unbeatable at the minute. It'd be hard to get our crown back, but we'll certainly try. We'll certainly fight. What's this guy like? He's not bad actually, is he? He's not bad. We don't really need him. So Fabinho getting a bit of praise, and yeah, I'm going to build that up because he deserves it. He does deserve it, and he thanks me, which is good. Can only build his morale for. Look at that, that's awesome. Undroppable at the minute, isn't he? And we've got Militao as well. He's quality. He's a good player as well, but yeah, you can't be dropping Fabinho right now when he's playing like that. I mean, we're lucky to have both of them, aren't we? Really. So somebody's come in for Gruitch. Oh, Los Angeles FC of wow, they got I thought it was Daniel De Rossi of Roma. They have got Carlos Vela though, once of Arsenal, and West Brom of course. They're offering 3 mil. Have we got him up for free? Yeah, I'm gonna sell him because he's got to go. He's not going to play for us again. And we've got to make every bit of money we can. Gets him off the wage bill as well. And I wish him luck for them, but for us, he wasn't going to get a look in, was he? And he's a goner. He's delighted to go there. And he'll go in February, which is slightly later than the 1st of January, obviously. But he'll go on Valentine's Day. And again, good luck to him. So here we go. What a game this is going to be. United are worse off than us at the minute. They're in 14th. Played the same games, but we're 5 points ahead. So if we beat them, we could really put Conte under pressure here. No Pogba, which is good, even though he's I don't rate him at all in real life. I'm going to mould this team a minute. So a bit of a big move really, but I've dropped Henderson, even though he had a great, well not great, a good, real good game last time out. And I've put Lo Celso back in because I think Henderson leaving, we've got to kind of look to the future here, haven't we? So that's why I've put in Lo Celso and give him another chance here. Brewster leads the line today, big chance for him to shine here. And yeah, we can really put our season. Arnautovic, I was just about to say, really put our season together here and pile it on Man United, but we're now a goal down. So we're chasing the game. So this is annoying. Got to put in a performance now. Come on, boys. United are crap. I'm wondering here, I'm very tempted to give Militao a run in the centre instead of defensive midfield, see how he copes there. Why not? It's worth a try. And look at that, Van Dijk, brilliant. It's worth a try, isn't it? Let's see if it works for us. Come on, boys, come on. Fight back. Salah, same old story, Salah. This again goes back to what I last said. It's so annoying that he keeps doing this. We should bring on Schick really, shouldn't we? I remember with Roma he smashed 4 goals against United in that Europa League final. Should bring him on and torment him again, shouldn't we? Oh, I do apologise for that. Oh, Mane, you should score there. I forgot they got Willian, haven't they, from Chelsea. So I am going to bring Mane off. I'm going to bring on Schick. See if he can do what he did in that Europa final. Torment this team. Oh, they're having a lot of the ball now, aren't they? We've got to keep attacking though, because we want the win. Draw's not the worst result in the world. Get him, Militao! Perfect. And the man I brought on to play that centre role, perfect, has done it. So we will switch to normal now, and we'll close this down a little bit. I want to take no more risks here. What's his dribbling like? 19. Militao's dribbling 16. We still put them on 4 runs here. Schick and Rebic can come in here and they can sort of bomb in like that. That's the plan now. Solidify a little bit and try and get out there with the 2-1 win. Massive result it'll be. But this game ain't over yet. Come on. And we've done it. 2-1. Brilliant result that. United had the... Well, it was such a close game, wasn't it, looking at that. Look at them stats. It was a real close game. Fabinho putting in a monster performance again. And Militao showing he can play that central role, which is good. Lo Celso played well as well. So that's good to know. That's a massive result for us. Massive. We're 9 points. We've got a game in hand. But we're 9 points behind them. City at the minute. But it's good. We're still in there. We're still fighting. The Boulder happy with that. Salah's out for 3 weeks. Typically. So West Ham have come in for a 10 mil bid for Phil Foden. They're trying to nick all our players, aren't they? Sorry, but that won't happen. You want Phil Foden, then cough up 25 mil. No, I will not be selling him for that. Thank you very much. Look at City, 4-0 they beat Bayern, that's crazy. Real losing to Madrid at home as well. They've really sunk Madrid, haven't they? Not as strong as they once were. And they're tipping City and United for glory. Wow. You can't blame them with results like that, can you? Very big results, and considering we just beat United and they've just smashed Real Madrid away from home, shows that we are really starting to hit form now. And look at this, what a game of the day this is going to be. The repeat of the final last season. This is going to be massive. Excited for this one. So that's how we're going to line up. The only change really, Salah's out, so Schick come in because Rebic is injured as well, and Llorente's coming in for Trent today. Don't know why, he's just a little bit fitter, only that 1%, and also he's probably a bit more solid in the defensive department. Might be wrong, I don't know, but I fancy giving him a run out today. Militao's there again. In fact, I could have played him there, couldn't I? But yeah, we'll go. This is going to be a real tough game, this one. So Barcelona play their club anthem, and we now have the Champions League anthem for a massive game. Here we go. It all kicks off. The Liverpool versus Barcelona, or I should say Barcelona versus Liverpool. A revenge mission for Barcelona. They get to play us twice and a chance to get some revenge for that final last season, which we narrowly won. That was so tense. But we will look to start this second group phase with a victory if possible. But saying that, the Nou Camp's a very hard place to win a game of football, isn't it? We can only try here. Oof, well, Barca having a lot of the chances at the minute. Oof, come on. If I could get a draw out of this game, I'd be very happy with that. But we're going to struggle with Barca just dominating at the minute. They're really, look, you can tell they got the bit in their teeth here. Look at this. It's all them at the minute. Messi, you want to keep him. You could think about man marking Messi, but will it do any good? I doubt it. That's probably why I haven't bothered, to be honest. We're lucky to be... Wow, flipping heck. Well, we haven't deserved that. But my word, we take it. My word, we will take that. One effort on goal and we're actually champ manning them for once. If you're not familiar... 2-0, wow. If you're not familiar with champ man, the word and the meaning behind it, it basically means we're getting dominated, but we're winning the game. And we're 2-0 up here. I'm tempted to close it down. I mean, it could be a silly thing to do really, but... why, you know, what's the point? We might as well shut it down and get out of here. Because even if Barca got 2 back now, a draw is still a very good result. But let's be honest, we want to protect the win now. Celso, he's not done much wrong, but they tend to bring Henderson on. And the reason being is this. I just want him to sit there, provide a bit of solidity. Let's see if this works now. See if we can just nullify Barca now in this half. Well, it looks like it's working slightly because the clock's ticking down. We want to make this hard now for Barca, stifle them so we can get out with 3 valuable points. They don't know what's hit them, do they, Barca? But Brewster can't believe his luck. He's lined up against Manchester United away in Old Trafford, and now at the Nou Camp against Barca in the Champions League. He's getting his chances, but he's not scoring, which is a bit worrying. So the stifling's working, as you can see. Bobby, who's actually going to join Barca, I'm going to bring him on. And Thorgan Hazard as well. I'm going to take Mane off, give him a bit of a rest. I think we're going to hopefully get out of here with a win, but Barca are so clinical. They could just score 2 at any time, even 3. But the clock's ticking, we're looking good for it. Come on, get out of here. Yes! Get in, what a result that is. They were the better team, marginally, but we won. Alisson had a cracker. Their fans started off in high voices, but we've got out with a massive victory there. Brilliant. West Ham as well, look, draw with PSG, that's not a bad result, albeit them at home. And now they're thinking we're going to be one of the favourites as well, and I'm going to build it up. Keep the optimism going. Why not? Did that last season and went on to win it, so why not? Tottenham next. We're on a roll at the minute. Look at that. Undefeated in 8 games. There's a few of the English mob playing today. Everton have got Inter Milan. That's a tough one for them, isn't it? Tottenham the holders, smashing Kiev 5-1. Villa falling down a bit now, aren't they? We got them soon, I think, in the Carling Cup, Capital One Cup, sorry. League Cup as it's more commonly known. So Tottenham today. Now we want some revenge over Tottenham for that Super Cup defeat. Still pretty annoyed at that, to be honest. Albeit, yes, it's not the most amazing competition, but we want revenge. Who's this guy they're playing? He looks like he's been playing quite well, but his stats aren't that great. I mean, heading 15, jumping 20, strength 19. He looks like a target man, doesn't he? Work rate, bravery. Yeah, he looks like a big target man. But they bought him from Barnsley. He don't look like a real clinical type, but he seems like he's scoring goals for him. And that is strange. I mean, is that because they played in Europa and they thought they were going to rest some players? Is that why? Because they got Harry Kane there. They're going to play Harry Kane for this, surely. I'd be mega shocked if they didn't play Harry Kane for this. So Cater's back. He's going to come back in. Henderson's going to jump on. Check everything's tickety-boo there. And Arnold's going to come back in today. That's how we're going to roll. And Tottenham, yeah, Harry Kane. What you'd expect, wouldn't you? You'd expect him to line up there. I think they just rest some players for the Europa League. Obviously had their eye on this game. But we want this win here very, very badly, considering Tottenham have been a bit of a thorn in our side. Brilliant. Lucas Moura, own goal, quality. I'm looking forward to playing these in a few weeks in real life, in the Champions League final. We need to win it. After missing out on the league, we need to win this game. The importance of Klopp picking up a trophy now. I love Klopp. He's a fantastic manager and he is the right man for us. No matter what anyone says, I believe he really is the man for us. His passion and everything. Love the man. Love him just like I loved Benitez, and that is a real love because I love Benitez too. But he needs to win that game against Tottenham, otherwise people are going to look at his record in cup finals and things and sort of say he's a failure. We know he's not. We know he's a winner. Real Liverpool fans, real football fans know Klopp's quality, but he needs to get that monkey off his back now, and I think we will. I think we'll turn up against Tottenham, and Tottenham are no mugs, you know, despite my dislike for the club really. And again, I've told you why, because some of their fans and that, just I know a lot of them around my area, and things they say are not very pleasant, but we won't go into that. But I know they're not all like that, by the way, I must say. You know, they're not all like that. We all us clubs have bad fans, but what I'm saying is that kind of deepens my rivalry a bit more with the game. And yeah, we need to win. We need to beat them. And Tottenham, again, they're a good side. They wouldn't be in the final if they weren't a good side. But I think we're really going to have that bit between our teeth. We have to, after being disappointed in the league, we have to go for it, you know. We have to go for it. It's 2-0 up. Game's over. This is good. Very good result. Our run keeps going. We're not going to lose this, I'm pretty sure of it. I hope I don't grow to regret that, but I can't see it. Okay, so give Hazard another run around with a towel for Fabinho, and Lo Celso is going to come on because Kate has not long been back from injury. How's this looking at? Well, we're coming up now, aren't we? We're climbing up. Got quite a lot of games in hand over Southampton, haven't we? Watford are still there though. Look, they're still getting there. We need City to drop some points somewhere though, don't we? And we can just keep doing our job, keep trying to win. Brighton up there as well. There's some real shock teams. Watford, Southampton, Brighton, Villa. Lo Celso get in 3-0. That's a good result, that. Very good result. I think Tottenham came to sort of defend. I mean, they changed their tactic there. Played a weird one, didn't they? Danny Rose, a defender, left-sided defender, and they've put him in an attacking midfield role as a particular striker and moved Kane out to the wing. That is strange. Don't know what Pochettino was doing there. What he was trying to achieve, what sort of sorcery, but it didn't work, that's for sure. And his job could be on the line because Tottenham are sinking low down that Premier League table. Look at City though, seriously, look at them. They're some side, aren't they? Some footballing team. Delafeu there. Bloody hell, where's our Wesley with 4? Wow. The Bald are happy with that. It's always good to see, and it's the third round draw today. We will play Bournemouth at home, so a Premier League tie. We would have preferred not to have that, to be honest. Look at Burnley, they got Maidenhead or Truro. So yeah, we'll play Bournemouth. Again, probably would have preferred somebody else, but we're at home, so that's good for us. And we look forward to that, hopefully progressing in the FA Cup. And the next game is the EFL Cup, actually. Arsenal are quite far down as well, aren't they? Now this is interesting. The Club World Cup semi-final draw today. So we're in December, and that means we've got that coming up, which is good. Although it will interfere with our league commitments, which is a bit annoying. Nice to see I got Manager of the Month. Well, here we go. Let's see who we get in the Club World Cup. Chance of another trophy, and again what I said at the end of the last season, I said that this is a cup I really want to win, albeit a bit Mickey Mouse. I want to win this because we've never won it, and I still hold deep regret from that Sao Paulo final in 2005, I believe it was, which we lost, and we dominated it. So we'll play Solomon Warriors of the Solomon Islands or Atlanta United of the United States. We'll play them in the semi-final, and then you've got Mineiro of Brazil. We'll play Susboy of Shanghai Speech, China, and Ivory Coast. Wow, that's interesting then. So that kicks off on the 13th of December, so we don't know who we've got yet, but I'm guessing games will be rearranged. That Brentford one and probably QPR will be rearranged, I would have thought. We're going to take that seriously, that game. The whole Club World Cup, because we want to win it. So we've got Villa now, the League Cup. Might shift the team around slightly, but it will be still strong because we want to go through here. So I have changed up completely here. I've switched the whole 11 here, apart from Schick, who I've started because Rebic is back and he will start over Schick in the next game. But I have rested the team here, thinking of them Club World Cup games as well. The schedule could be a lot, so I think it makes sense. I think we'll still be strong. We should still have a chance of winning here, but it is a risk because Villa are no mugs, are they? Benitez a great manager and they're a good side. They've been doing well in the league, but we'll see how we go. We've got these players have got to step up at some point. They were brought in to give us depth, so let's see if they step up in these games. Hopefully we can get to the quarters and play Derby County with a great chance of getting to the semis, but let's see if my gamble pays off. Well, it's not at the minute, is it? Great. Am I going to regret this? Possibly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring on Bobby, and I'm also going to bring on Jordan Henderson as well, even though they're leaving. It would make sense, I believe, if I bring them on. Hopefully we can get something here. Oh no, it don't look good, does it? Come on, Bobby, give us a present before you go. Oh, Gomez. Oh, we're getting chances. Get in! Sessegnon, brilliant. No. Oh, they're going to score. I knew it. I just knew they were going to score there. Great. Right, Lascelles also looks knackered, doesn't he? Potential foot injury. This is pretty much last throw of the dice here, isn't it? Oh, this don't look good. This don't look good. Oh, we're out. Oh, gutted. Look, we dominated as well. Paid off with that. We go out. United out as well. We bow out of the League Cup. That is annoying. Must admit, I'm very annoyed with that to have gone out. But I did pay the gamble there. I switched the team up, thinking of other games in mind there, and not many of them stepped up. We were unlucky. Their keeper had a great game. That was a big chance to get to the League Cup quarters there. You've got a Villa Derby game now. So we miss out on the League Cup again. Tottenham, I don't think they went full strength there, did they? Yeah, I'm annoyed with that. As we're out of a competition. The board ain't happy either, are they? But I guess we're thinking of other things, aren't we? It's pretty annoying. So we've got to bounce back now after that disappointment. We play Wolves today in the league, which, let's be honest, is more important than the league now. We need to kick on here. So this is how we're going to roll today against Wolves. First 11's fresh, which is what we want to see. Few not so fit players on the bench. They're fit, but tired from the last game. But we're strong in terms of the 11. Shane Van Dijk's out though, that's annoying, but again it pays off that we rested players, and we now need to take advantage of that and beat Wolves today. In fact, what I'm going to do is not going to start Wesley, and the reason for that is he's just come back from injury. So Brewster will start, and then Wesley will get some minutes later on. So Brewster gets another chance, yet another chance to impress. He needs to start scoring goals now. We're getting goals elsewhere, but ultimately you want your striker to get goals for you. Brewster needs to step up today, I think. We're disappointed to have gone out of the League Cup. We had a big opportunity there. Derby at home in the quarters. You would have fancied us to get to the semis again, but then we do have to prioritise, like I keep saying, we have to prioritise the bigger competitions, and the fact that we want to win that World Club Cup, albeit considered a minor trophy, is one that we want to be on the history books, and we'll take that seriously. And that is why I kind of took that decision to field a different sort of team. And we were the better side. Oh, we're losing here. We were the better side there. But it was one of them bloody champ manager moments again, wasn't it? I suppose we had it against Barca, didn't we? It mean nothing if we lose this game. Even draw, it's not a great result, is it? it can sometimes have a negative effect because it can drop morale in the team. Sometimes it's better just to keep the team going. Rebic, get in. Oh, he's got to be scoring there. Got to be. So we're back in the game, which is good. Kate is not having the best of games, is he? Delit, slight injury. Great. A slight injury there, but we'll leave him on for a bit. Oh, come on, Reds. It's a tough game, Wolves away, make no bones about it, but we've got to be winning these games if we want to try and keep up with City. Any points drop now is just not good enough, because City don't look like they're dropping any, do they? Oh, Brewster, man. Come on. Great football, but no bloody end product. So Brewster is just not doing it at the minute. Wesley will come on here, get minutes, and the Litter is on 80. I'm going to bring him off, and I'm going to put Militao in there in the centre. We need something now. We really do need something. Rebic. Last throw of the dice, perhaps. You have to say Elena. Kate has not been good enough, has he, today? Bring on Elena. That's it. That's what we want. Get in. Quality stuff. It's been a tough one, this one, and it's not over yet, but... Oh no. Oh no. I'll be closing that down now. You know I like to do this when I want to close down. You're taking no risks now. Did want to check as well. Is that the bloke from Arsenal? I think it is. No, that was on the Palace save, wasn't it? He was from Sheffield Wednesday. Arsenal signed him, but Wolves have signed him on this save. If you look on YouTube as well, that guy, he scored a wonder goal in real life. You should look it up on YouTube. Scored an absolute wonder goal. One of the best goals I've seen. Superb goal. Definitely check that out. Great result, that one. 2-1. We're smashing it now. We really are smashing it in the league, and we're putting the pressure on City, which is good. We're right back up there now. Getting some wins together. So hopefully United can do us a favour here and beat City, or at least take a point from them. Can you see it? I don't know. No, City continue to keep winning, and that's a massive result against Man United. And United, look at that, they're well behind, aren't they? Conte surely in danger of a sack there. But City just keep churning and churning. They really are so strong. I keep saying it, but they're going to take some serious stopping here. Conceded just 10 goals, 35 scored. They are a real powerhouse. So Lille today, Lille at home. You'd expect us to win this one. Let's see. May change up slightly. So as I so often do when I say I change up slightly, I don't change up slightly, I change up a lot. I've changed the whole team up. You might think I'm crazy. Champions League, we need every point we can get in this group. But I'm taking a risk again. We're at home. I still think we're strong enough to beat Lille. And I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the risk again. Bearing in mind them games over the Christmas period where they're just going to come thick and fast. But Lille have scored. So that goes straight out the window, doesn't it? And it probably will serve me right for disrespecting them. I'm just trying to think of this busy Christmas schedule with injuries and all that. There's a long way to go in this game yet. We could still pull this back, but, well, brilliant. Schick does pull it back. I'm just hoping this doesn't bite me in the bum, this decision, because I'm using my common sense. We have got that Club World Cup coming, league games, Champions League games, and Lille, they're no mugs. Yes, we know that. They wouldn't be in the second group phase if they were no mugs, but we're at home, and Hazard, brilliant. I just think we're too strong for them, even with this lineup. And thankfully, at the minute, it's working. At the minute, let's just hope it stays like that. Oh, be nervy. We need to get another goal for certain. Is that Sol Bamba? No, Jonathan Bamba. He's not bad, is he? Not bad at all. And he fits our formation. Worth adding to the shortlist, that fella. Just want to have a look, actually, if you don't mind, how Lille got on in Group A. They had Juventus, Feyenoord and Braga, so it wasn't the toughest group in the world. Juventus were obviously tough, but they topped the group over Juventus. So that is quite a shock. So they are no mugs, they certainly ain't, but you would definitely say they're the weakest team in this group. And they get a red card, so that will make it even more harder for them now. So the decision is looking justified, which is good. Brilliant. 2-1 up. I'm going to shut your run out here. Henderson as well. I'm going to bring on for the Celso. Players are not really going to feature. Henderson's off in January, and Shatty, that doesn't play a lot, does he? It's important just to keep everyone fresh as well. Henderson, oof, a good goal for him to sign out with. I will be looking in the January transfer window as well. I've got to see what sort of money I have. Hopefully quite a bit from the sales of Henderson and Firmino. I will be looking to strengthen and bring somebody in. A couple of positions, obviously the striker position now. Midfield, central midfield position. And that's probably about it where we need to strengthen, I think, at the minute. Get in, and Thorgan Hazard gets 2 goals. That's good to see. I played a lot of football this season. He was sort of brought in to be a sort of backup, and we are training him to play on that forward line. And he's got 2 goals today in a game that we need to win under the circumstances, and that's good. Oof, been nice if he could get a hat-trick. That's another guy, isn't it? Nicolas Pepe. Look at him, quality player. I think we tried to sign him, didn't we? So they've got some real quality, Lille, in attacking abundance, and that's a big win for us there. Lena performed, Hazard performed. That's good to see. And there's a good draw there as well with Milan and Barca, so that puts us in a real strong position. And we don't play again until February now, so that was perfect that we won there. Really good. We clear the team, and we should find out in a few days who we get in that World Club Cup semi-final. So it's only 2 games, but it's 2 games that we've got to take serious. I want to win that competition, and I would be gutted if we don't, especially after the Super Cup defeat as well. Every trophy matters to me. Look at United, they're smashing it. They've now smashed Juventus 4-1. They're looking bloody strong, aren't they, in the Champions League? And CSKA pull a shock defeat over Man City. That group's all over the show, isn't it? Look, everyone beating everyone. 4-0. Crazy. And Villa, who knocked us out of the League Cup semis, make it there. And it's probably just as well we went out, to be honest, because it would have likely been a repeat against City in the semis again from last season. 2 bruising games they were. Although you can't write Wolves off beating City, but you'd have to say we would have potentially had City in the semis again. It probably saved us from 2 sapping games there, if you look at it like that. I mean, it would have been more gutting if we got the other semi, probably, because we probably could have won that and got to a final. But I mean, we were strong enough to beat City. There's no doubt about that. But they knocked us out of 2 semis last season in domestic cups, and you know what I mean. They seem to have a sign over us at the minute. Company rejects that. He's getting on, isn't he, Company? But look at him, he's quality. It's not worth signing him though at 34, is it? There's a little nose there. I think most of the English teams have gone through there. Chelsea, Everton, wow, they knocked out Inter. Tottenham, Celtic didn't make it. So the 4 English teams get through though, which is good to see. So chances of them drawing each other is pretty strong. So I'm going to have to end the episode here. I didn't realise, well I did realise but I forgot, we've actually got Brentford on the 12th. I did want to end this episode knowing who we had in the World Cup semi, but that game is today as well as ours. So yeah, I'm going to end the episode here and we'll find out in the next episode who we get. And obviously we'll start with that game at Brentford at home, which you'd expect us to win. So I'll see you for the next one.